am the oracle Apollo. Come share your light with me. These messages I follow, restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're a part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are alive. Divine encounters, our lives designed. I am the oracle Apollo.
Thank you for joining me, your Aquarius water-bearing hostess, the Oracle of Apollo, Dominique Rivera, and you are watching Divine Encounters. Today is Wednesday night, so you know what that means. Supernatural story time here, and I have a super special surprise for you guys today. I'm not going to tell you what it is quite just yet. And if this is your first time, make sure you like and subscribe to get notified, so that way the little bell's on. Ching, ching. Wait a minute. I have a better version of that. That's right. And make sure you turn that little bell on so you know when I'm live. Make sure that you have your high quality water right here, H2O. I already drank a lot of it already because this is not a passive viewing experience, but one where your energy will be shifting. And I ask you guys to play this out fully so that way you can grow your awareness. We're going to have a divine experience to clear your energy. We're going to have the Apollo games to build your intuition. And of course, the midweek collective energy check-in. And let's find out what's happening in the energy fields around us. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy to have you. Make sure that you guys are sharing this. And remember that when you share this feed, you're not just sharing a show, but you're sharing the blessings that are imbued within this show, as well as it gives you a chance to win a opportunity to come on Divine Encounters and win a channeled angel blessing. And all you have to do is share this one time or comment your friend's name in the comment section below one time. So let's go ahead now and bring our guest to the show. Yes.
We're all good?
We are here
right.
And we're on.
Let's do it.
Welcome, Dano.
Thank you, first and foremost, Dominique, for having me today. This experience has been absolutely incredible and absolutely amazing, and words haven't even been described or invented to share my gratitude, and I'm just so happy to be here. So thank you so much, first and foremost, for having me today.
It's so interesting because your background kind of looks like my background.
Yes,
why is that?
We're in the same spot right now. If you guys didn't already know, you can see it, yeah, right here.
We're in the same spot. So Dano is from the show Weekly Dose of Dano. So my brother from E360 tribe. And I hope you guys watch his show tomorrow, Weekly Dose of Dano, because I'll be on his show tomorrow and then I'll be in the hot seat. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. So I like to start every episode, Dano, with the good news. So this is basically a message for the awareness for the collective. And thank you all of you guys for being here. And Jenna, I see that you shared, girl. So you know you're automatically in for next week's message. And remember, you actually have to be here to receive your blessing in person on the show. So make sure that you answer my phone call or my text message when I text you. Hey, and Sherry McQueen says, hello, Dano.
Sherry's awesome. I just want to give a special shout out to Sherry.
Oh, yes. Sherry is she's like the E360 fairy.
Yeah, seriously.
You're like a beautiful mythical creature. You arrive exactly when you need to with magical fairy dust. She's probably cracking up right now. I love you, Sherry. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get into the good news. And to that I say, what's good? All right, coming into the good news, we have the Priestess card, which I thought was funny because Dano is masculine, but we all have feminine and masculine within us. How are you being called to step up and lead? The Priestess is a teacher dedicated to service, freedom, and leadership. You don't need to have it all together to lead. In fact, if it helps, you actually don't. No one wants a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. Let your life be the message. Don't underestimate the power of sharing your story. It's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. We realize that we're actually all in this thing called life together. The difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. In stepping out, they shine light on the path for others to venture forward to. Don't fret too much about trying to work out who is your tribe. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, or occupation. The best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. If you feel called to lead, chances are it is because at some point in your life you longed for someone to lead you. Your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing as you were and are, and might only be one step behind you. Hell, they may even be right alongside you. You don't need anyone's permission, just the courage to stand up, embrace your struggles, the peaks and the valleys. You don't need to know the way, just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you. Step forward so they can find you. Oh boy. Daniel, how are you feeling about this message for today? And the angel blessing is creativity.
Heard that. So that message, it's amazing that you always say that the message is meant for whoever needs to hear it, because I know that's definitely for me. I've been going through a lot of transitional periods in my life. I have a lot of things planned for the future, and I do get nervous about how it's all going to transform. Who's going to be that person and transform it for me? What people am I going to meet? What opportunities are going to get thrown at me in order to make that happen? So yes, I can definitely understand what that message is, that I need to just let it go and have total faith in the universe and God and the angels as well. So that spoke to my heart, and I just want to thank you for that. So whoever is watching, please seriously listen to everything that Dominique is saying, because it may be meant for you, but if you're not paying it total attention or you're not listening to every word that Dominique is saying, you may be missing out on your blessings or a sign from the universe, the angels, or God that you need to hear. So always please listen to every word with total attention and focus.
Thank you for that, Dano, and I appreciate you and appreciate you being here. And it's funny because previous to this, we did a little session and the word leadership got thrown around earlier. So it's like this is right in alignment with the topic that we had earlier about leading in your life. And the angels don't play. They really don't play. Wow. So we actually have our winner for today here, which you guys know. We have a winner every Wednesday night who receives an angel message at the end of the show. And she's going to be playing along with us as we do a divine experience. And if this is your first time watching Divine Encounters, right now, what I'm asking from you all is to be fully present, to listen, and ask this question to yourself. Where are you at energetically in this moment? I just want you guys to hold on to that for a moment and just tap in and check that out. And in the meantime, we're going to get into our awareness question for the day for Dano. And this is not just for Dano. This is a full question for you guys at home so that way you can grow. It's not enough to listen. You have to participate so you can integrate and familiarize yourself with what's actually existing inside of you. So Dano, the question is, how are you being called to step up and lead?
Okay. I just want to tell you right now, I'm going to answer your question out loud. My energy's at a 10 right now. I'm literally, it would be a 12 or a 15, but you gave me this grounding mat that you guys can't see right now. And this thing's about to bust because it's absorbing so much energy. So I want to say I'm at a 10 right now. So I'm being called to step up and lead. One of the biggest ways that I can really explain it in the physical sense is having my own television show. I firmly believe that if somebody comes in and watches for 5 minutes and they take, advice, golden nuggets, whatever it may be, it's 5 minutes more than what they came into it with. And if they needed to hear that only for 5 minutes, then I've done my job, because it gives them purpose and it gives them life, and it can take them forward to anything that they might be going through in their life. And that is one of the ways. is through my own television show, and as an associate producer for the network as well. I just want to be able to give other people this great platform to share their stories and to help and everybody be of service to other people as well.
Wow, that's a really good answer. And it's interesting that you said about the 5 minutes because that really resonated with me. It's kind of like success can happen in an instant, in a moment. So it's like if it's meant for you to be there fully because at any given moment, something grand and amazing can happen. And for you guys at home, how are you being called to step up and lead in your own lives? I want to know. Put it in the comment section below. And the second question we have is how can you be the leader you wish you had?
Okay, this is a really great question, and let me tell you this: every time I watch your show, you always ask a question that when I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, how can I answer that? Because it's such a deep and question that you really have to do like a lot of self reflection. So your questions are out of this world. I really do love them. So how can I be the leader I wish I had? I would say the first thing is transparency. Please, whatever you're feeling, whatever thoughts that you're having, please let me know. And by me wishing that, I can do that for other people. So that's why whenever I meet somebody, I'm always transparent with them. I'm always honest, but that's from my point of view. That's from my perspective. So I always like to keep that in mind. Another quality is of being the leader that I wish that I had is you can't ask people to do something that you wouldn't do yourself. And that's one of the hardest things that people can really start to understand, because if you're not going to do it, then why would I do it? And it just starts to spiral down in these places and these opportunities and these events that just don't lead to where you're supposed to be right now. So those are the top two things that that I can do.
Thank you. And those are some really great answers. And it's important to be reflective so that way we know what our capacity is. So that way we know where our challenges are and our opportunities are at, so that we can expand ourselves. So we have, hi, Luz, thank you. She's the one that gave me this beautiful crown. Thank you so much. I love it. I wear it all the time. I even wear it when I'm cleaning. Shh, don't tell nobody. I just told you. LOL from Iris Gringo. Okay. So let's see. Jenna says, I feel like I'm being called to take a step back or away to think about things and what I want now. So that's that reflective state. And it's very needed to have that reflective state. And actually, we're in new moon, and I'm not sure if you know what that means, but it means it's a time of reflection and rest and intention setting. This is where inspiration is born from the darkness of the stillness that's inside. So I think that's a really powerful statement to acknowledge where you are in this moment. Oh, yeah. All right. So before we get into the divine experience, my number today is 10. 10 set across the boards. So what number you guys are at right now? You need to know your number so that way after the clearing, you know how you shifted. We have to have a control number. That way we know how we shifted. Dano's at a 10. He has a grounding mat that's about to explode. I don't have fire insurance or explosion insurance. So I think, try to keep it at a minimum, Dano. Try to keep down. And then Jenna, she says she's at a 6. And she's feeling meh, unsure, and losing hope. I'm sorry to hear that. We're going to definitely shift you, Jenna. So just be open and have your hands and palms upward on your laps, everybody, because we're about to go into the divine experience. It's nice to set an intention, but I'm just asking you to commit fully and fully be here. Place your palms on your laps, palms facing up, and we're going to get into the divine experience now. I'm going to call in the team. Okay, 60 seconds on the clock, everybody, including Dano. Close your eyes, palms facing up, and I'm going to start to emit energy here. And just take a nice deep breath in. And I want you guys to visualize your perfect relationship with the energy of money. This is where we're working at right now. I want you to see what you would be wearing, how you would be feeling, the expression of your face, how your hands and your skin and your tone look on your body, and just breathe that energy in. Feel in your body where there's any resistance to having all of your needs met. Release the idea that I need to give more than I receive. Let that go. Allow yourself to be open and feel your left hand pulling energy in, and you're pushing energy out through the right hand, pulling energy in through the left and pushing energy out through the right hand, pulling energy in and pushing energy out through the right hand. And just breathe into that. And just hold this energy here nice and firm and allow it to flow through you. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring your left and your right palm to touch in front of your heart space. And namaste. And when you open your eyes, surprise, surprise, Lori is here doing the divine experience with us.
Hi,
And I'm going to
guys.
Hi, Lori. Thank you for being here. You're this week's winner. We're so happy to have you for the second time on the show. She's won before because she shares all the time. So we're so grateful for her. And for me, I'll start us off. But for you guys at home, let me know what number you're at now and what you felt. But for me, I feel I am like at a 10. I don't think I can go any higher. And I just feel energy here in my third eye. And I feel good. I feel really grounded right now too, and balanced and calm. How about you, Dano?
I I doubled it. I'm at 30 right now. All of that energy really did shift in through this left hand, and just it all came out through the right. So every time that you give these instructions, they're mind blowing. I just love them.
It's good because the hands are where we receive and give. So it's important that these areas are open and flowing. Like energy is money, money is energy. It's all the same thing. It has to flow. How about you, Lori? What did you feel and where are you at in your number right now?
Okay, when you were asking everybody before, I was like a 9 3/4. Now I'm at a 10. Like for the last 3 days, I've been at a 10. And can I say something to Dano for a second?
Sure.
Okay, now when you said that we should listen to Dominique, when she shares and everything else, it's totally the right thing because I got that one lady that was here 2 weeks ago. What was her name again?
Maria?
No, the one with
Blue hair?
yeah, blue hair.
Lisa.
Yeah. Now she gave me a what do you call it? She gave me a got the word now.
A reading?
Yeah, reading. Thank you. She gave me a reading and said that I had a gift, and I was like, "What kind of gift?" She goes, "Well, if you don't know what kind of gift, you're gonna find out what it is." But I never. She goes, "What do you do with your gift?" And I said, "I don't know." And she goes, "You do have a gift because you have the sense to, like, I've been listening to Dominique for months now, right? A couple of months, and it's like I don't miss it. I mean, it's just." I don't know. And today, this is the first time I've ever had a 10 this early into the show. So
Yeah.
you're totally
Good for
right,
you.
Dano.
10, 10, 10 across the board. I love that. Lori, thank you. I'm going to pop you back into the green room and I'm going to bring you out for Apollo Games.
Okay.
All right, my
Thank
dear.
you. Bye, guys.
Okay, so everybody is hype here. We have Jenna. She's at a 6 still. Lou, she's up to a 7. Oh, wait, no, Jenna, you went up 2 points. Go ahead, girl, with your bad self. I love that. And Luce went from a 7 to a 9.5. Fantastic. So everybody shifted. Good job, everybody. This is where you want to have your high quality H2O. Drink your water. Electricity flows best through water. It helps the healing move through your body. And I'm going to drink too. All right. So Dano is the man of the hour, and he has a supernatural story time for us. So Dano, I'm going to segue into you and zoom you in real big. No, no pressure. Here we go.
All right, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity for today. And there's actually two experiences that I wanted to share with everybody. I don't even know how to explain it. So when I first started to believe, well, not started to believe, when I first actually started to recognize and accept that there was a higher power and the angels and everything like that, it was in the middle of a dream. So it was just one night around 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I went back to sleep, and the energy I couldn't even begin to describe. The best way that I can describe it is like this. So the dream, I'm in there. I'm like this warrior. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm a gladiator. I have a shield. I have a sword. And I feel these negative forces all trying to circle around me and swarm me. And there's just fire, and it's the weirdest feeling. And it's not weird, but it's just the way that I guess my body interpreted it. So I'm like, okay, I called on a higher power. I called Jesus' name, and as soon as I said his name, you ever see Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
When he goes Kamehameha, or when he starts
Kamehameha!
Yeah, not even that. Oh, when he's going Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and he has that yellow aura around him. As soon as I said his name, that aura just blew up, and I just felt so protected and nurtured and loved and protected really from all those, I guess, evil forces or opposing forces that tried to come at me through my dream. And that was the first one. So.
Wow.
The second one I can tell you is pretty.
Wait! Don't just like spit it out and then not debunk it.
All right.
So you had Master Jesus in your corner.
Mm-hmm.
What did you associate that he was abolishing from your energy field? What do you think he was truly eliminating?
I would say the enemy forces, just because I believe at that time I meditated right before I went to sleep, so I was at peace. And I was manifesting everything that I wanted through my sleep, and the dreams were great. So I think that the enemy thought he could come in through my sleep when I wasn't here in the physical realm. And they tried, but they didn't succeed.
And how do you feel like that impacted you in your waking state, experiencing this? Was this the very first visual, something like this happening to you?
Yes, that was the first time, and more I've been trying to explore the world of the higher powers and the other dimensions, and this stuff is really real. This is the first time that I was able to put it into words how I actually felt, and the feeling. Oh man, you ever just wake up and that dream still feels like real?
Yeah,
and the energy is still around you. Even when I woke up, I still felt that protective force around me, and it took me throughout my entire day.
Wow. So that, feeling that protected force, I'm sure that allowed you to either have more confidence or feel more support or take more risks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize that you're still being supported today and protected today, even if the surprise or that moment is now in the past?
I can tell you that the feeling is not nearly as intense as when it first happened, but I still do keep that in the forefront of my mind, that I'm always protected. There was actually I was at my job the other day, and somebody gave me a card, and on the card it says, "Lord, please help me and recognize and understand that nothing is going to happen to me, that you and I can get through together." So I still always keep that at the forefront of my mind, but the feeling is not as intense.
Okay. But you still recognize that you are.
Yes.
So it's like, really, you built faith around that because you had an experience and it integrated and cemented. And although you don't have to see it currently, it still exists.
Exactly.
Beautiful. All right. What is your second story?
All right. The second story, and people are probably going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to say it anyway, just because if somebody's out there watching this right now, they may have experienced the same thing, to let you know that you're not alone. So in the height of the pandemic, when everything was closed, there was nothing to do. There was a park near me that was open, and, I'll run there every day. And every time, in my most challenging runs, the run is about 4 miles, and I used to book it. I'll tell you straight up. And it was really, really great. But during my most challenging runs, there would be a reflection of myself in front of the path saying, "Come on, Dano, you can do this shit." Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But that's what it would say to me. So I'm going to tell you how it really was for me. He says, "Yeah, you can do this. Just push through it." And it was really a reflection of myself, but it was very transparent. And that would just get me through everything that I needed to get through throughout the day. And, it would power me through the run in the most difficult times. But I would take that energy and that image and that feeling, and I would just take it throughout the day.
Wow. That's really powerful. You reminded me of, so I was in the Army. So for those of you guys who didn't know, and I would have a problem with the run. Okay. Like I'm telling you, in 2 minutes, I could do 113 sit-ups. And I could push out about 90 push-ups in 2 minutes. But that run, I hated the run. I hated it. And you had to qualify a certain time to be able to graduate. And at this time, I kept failing this run. I failed this run 3 times in a row. And I needed to at least have a minimum of 18 minutes for 2 miles for my age and my gender. And that day, I remember running on the track, and something like, I heard the drill sergeant say 18 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fail. And I remember like being lifted. It felt like I had like supersonic wings or something. And I was booking it through that whole run. And at the finish line, it was 16 minutes and 40 something seconds. And I was like, what? Where did that even happen from? So I also felt in that moment that something had lifted me and pushed me through and supported me to let me know you're strong enough. You're capable enough. Let go of these limited beliefs that are shackling you, creating weights on you. Let go of the weight training and just soar. And that's what I really felt like that experience was telling me in that moment. So why do you think that happened to you in that way?
I'm really into fitness, and I'm really into, always lifting weights, eating well. I got to work a little bit more on that, but that is the way that I can really start to understand. And I think that was the best way for them to send me my signal, was through since I love physical activity, that's the way that it was able to reach me. That I can really start to recognize and understand it, because you can see it, but accepting it is a totally different realm. I firmly believe that like these experiences happen to everybody, but they don't choose to acknowledge it and to receive it.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. And that's really because, we're so caught up in the mundane. We're so distracted that a lot of things kind of go over our head. I mean, even simple things, when we're overloaded, we have our glasses on our head and then we're like, where's the glasses? Where's the glasses? And they've been on your head the whole time. And that's kind of like these experiences. They're the glasses that have been on your head the whole time. So it's kind of like, it's not until you become still or you rest or you become focused and allowing. That looks different for everybody. In your case, you're moving. So you're not technically sitting and meditating, but you're running and you're focused, focusing that energy in. But that's creating a sense of surrender, because you're surrendering to the process of the run. You're meditating because you're experiencing your feet hit the ground. You're feeling your heartbeat fast. You're pushing through the pain of the body. This is all a moving meditation that you're experiencing. And in that moment, you're connecting to that higher source element that's assisting you and elevating you and pushing you forward. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things that I want to touch on for everybody watching this right now, I just found this out recently, and I want to emphasize this point. Your answers are going to be found in that stillness. A lot of people think that if you stay busy and have 5 steps ahead of your journey, once you reach that journey, then that's where you'll find your answers. No, you have to sit still and you have to give it a chance, the higher power, it, when I say that, a chance to really speak to you and connect to you, just so you can learn the lessons and see the opportunities that are coming your way. So stillness is the key to finding your answers.
Yes. And, Eckhart Tolle, his book, The Power of Now, talks about stillness a lot in the book. But he says that when we're so focused on our goals and our objective, we're not respecting the now. It's like you're completely dismissing what's occurring in this moment because you're so occupied with getting that check mark done off of your list. So it's a disservice to your journey to not be in now, because guess what? Joy, it has to be cultivated in the now. Happiness is not cultivated in a checklist. It's cultivated in the now. And when you're happy and when you're in joy and you're in flow, everything else falls into place. So we can't just skip till next year. We can't skip to tomorrow. We have to be in the now. And with that, let's honor the now, because we're going to be right back. Thank you guys for joining me, the Oracle of Apollo, and you're watching Divine Encounters. Shout out to my sponsor, Intention Pen. What? And if you want an intention pen completely made just for you with your intentions put into the wood, I have a Reiki practitioner who makes these by hand on a lathe. He sends them to me and then I imbue them with your intentions. Additionally, with your intention pen, if you get them from Divine Encounters, you're going to be getting a healing session with moi. So make sure that you get your intention pen now. You can use the code Oracle7 on the intention pen website or message me directly. In addition, I still have spots left for the Healing Angels of the Energy Field class. So if you want to learn how to work with your intuition, develop clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance, that's clear hearing, clear knowing, clear seeing, and clear feeling, with me and the angels, moving through fear, removing blocks from your life, creating a relationship with your angels so that you can feel the energy and know who they are, I have spots left and you'll get a PDF workbook. It's going to be a Zoom class May 22nd. So please join me for that. If you want, on the Divine Encounters page, there is an event. You can click it or you can just message me directly. Okay, we're going to bring Dano back on here. Hey, and you're back.
Oh, yeah.
Dano, are you ready? We're going to be bringing Lori back on, and at home for you all, make sure you bring the kitties, the husband, call the wife, call the kids. This is a family affair. You know why? Because we're about to get into the Apollo Games. Aaron Games. This is what's about to happen, y'all.
Hi again.
Hello, welcome. And so what we're going to be doing for all of you at home was that we're going to be building your intuition. And why is that important? Because in our everyday lives, you're going to be having to make choices. And sometimes we don't know what kind of choices we should be making or what's good for ourselves. So doing these little exercises is going to teach you how to find the right feeling. And today's question is actually from Sunday's feed because you guys know I had a little accident, a little boo-boo on Sunday. So I didn't have the show after like 8 months of having the show regular. So we're using the Mother's Day feed, so don't come at me, y'all. I didn't want to make another game today. I'm just going to made a game. It's there, so I'm going to use it. So the question is, what color crystal am I about to reveal?
What color crystal am I about to reveal? Green, red, orange, purple. Put your comments in the comment section below now and notice if you got it right. Put it in the comment section below. If you got it wrong, notice that as well.
So, green, red, orange, or purple. What is your answer?
My answer's red.
Your answer's red. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Okay, Dano's going to red. What do you guys say at home? Green, red, orange, or purple. And remember, before you answer, if you win, you're going to get from me the Oracle of Apollo. Super certified social distancing high five. Okay, but only if you get it right. Otherwise, I don't know. Y'all mess. I'm kidding. Okay, Lori, what do you say?
Purple.
You're saying purple. I love it. All right, let's see what you folks at home say. We got purple from Irish Gringo. Jenna, she's hitting us up with the purple. But she wanted to say red. All right, but you need to pick your final answer, girl. Mm-hmm. We have Luce. She's hitting us with the purple. And then Jenna's now, she's hitting me with the final answer. I think it's because I like purple. I love this answer. Okay, let's see what the answer is.
What color crystal am I about to reveal? Green, red, orange, purple. Put your comments in the comment section below now and notice if you got it right. Put it in the comment section below. If you got it wrong, notice that as well. Okay, reveal time. Did you say green?
No. Why? It's okay, everybody. If you watch this on the replay and you got it right, hashtag replay and high five for you, okay? But for those of you at home who didn't get it right, just know that you have to come back Sunday night and try again. That's it. That's it. It's the beauty of practicing. We are fine tuning our gifts. So why do you think you got it wrong, Dano?
I think it's the same thing that one of the people commented on here. I wanted to say red, and I only heard the top two colors. If I would have heard purple, I would have chose purple.
I like it. That's an honest answer.
Yeah.
How about you, Lori?
Well, I was hoping it was purple because like purple's my favorite color. But why does a lot of people like purple? Is there a meaning for purple or something?
Well, purple is a very royal color, and it's the color of intuition. It's just a beautiful color. I feel like it's drawn to all of us. It's the embodiment of the third eye. So I feel like it's an activator color and an empowering color to give us intuition and insight and logic as well. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
All right. Lori, thank you for being here. I'm going to put you in the green room, but I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, my dear. And we have Jenna. She says, darn. Aw, shucks, Jenna. I really wanted to high five you. And she goes, shut. I was going to say green. You were gonna. What happened? What happened? You were. That's all right. Thank you guys for playing. Yeah, of course. I'm live streaming every month. What is Sunday and Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure that you have that notification bell on. Share this feed if you want to be the winner for next week's Supernatural Storytime episode, where you're going to come on and get an angel blessing here. So make sure that you're sharing this with your friends or tagging someone here in the comment section below. We're going to be jumping now into asking Dano, where can people get a hold of him and tell us about your show? We want to know how we can all watch tomorrow.
Okay, so I don't even remember doing this, but I guess you got it up on the screen. Dose of Dano, that's going to be the Instagram that you can find me on. But as far as Facebook, that's where all the live stream goes. It's Weekly Dose of Dano TV on Facebook. And the main premise of the show is to really help people understand that, one, they can accomplish anything that they put their mind to, and two, with a positive and refined mindset, literally you can push through your deepest, darkest times, but you have to make that effort to change your mindset. So I bring people from all over the world, and I bring people from all different backgrounds, careers, all stuff like that. Because as you already know, I haven't lived life. I haven't done everything and anything. So I'm not an authority to speak on everything. If I bring in a veteran who's actually, been deployed and everything like that, if there's a veteran watching the show that's going through something, with that person being on the show and them sharing their experience, they're going to be able to help out the people that maybe they can reach them on a deeper level. So with a positive and refined mindset, you can get through anything.
Wow. And it's interesting that you sat there and said, I'm not an expert on anything. And to that, I say you are, because all of us have an expertise to share with someone else. We are all students and teachers living on this earth school in this now moment. And even if it's someone who was married 12 times, they're an authority of how to spot a divorce coming your way. Right?
Yeah.
So everyone is an expert in their field. And of course, make sure you guys go to the Facebook page, Weekly Dose of Dano, so that way you guys can check out his show. It's full of a lot of positive energy. And who doesn't want to see this smiling, energetic face on screen? Such a wonderful heart and energy and light in the world right now, and which is very, very needed. So we're so grateful for Dano to actually drive all the way from Camden into Philly to come here into my little room and do this show with us. So we're going to pop Dano in the back for a moment there, and then we're going to jump into your midweek collective energy check-in. Thanks, Dano.
There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me.
Okay, coming into the midweek collective energy check-in. We're going to be checking out what you need to know, how you can grow, and what you need to let go of, starting with the first card. The first card is judgments, results, decisions, outlooks, and finality. And to that, I want to say we're so focused on what outcomes we need to create that it's like we just talked about this. We're so focused on the outcome that we need to create, we forget to live. All right. And life is about living, it's not about finishing. We're so focused on finishing. Don't you know that life is over when you die, and that's when you finish? That's when you stop growing. That's when you stop healing. That's when you stop learning. Stop trying to put a period at the end of experience and put an exclamation point there, okay? Allow yourself to stop being so hypercritical on how things need to evolve and surrender the control to the universe. Recognize the things that you can change and take action on them. And then recognize the things that you can't change and surrender it, because we're not here to be so all powerful, all knowing. In the natural, we have limitations, but in the supernatural, we are unlimited. And supernatural recognizes when you need that boost, just like we talked about those runs earlier. That is what you need to know. How you can grow. The How You Can Grow message is pretty straightforward. And we spoke on this today. So it's like we're repeating what we've already talked about on the program, which tends to happen. And it is retreat. It is stillness. It is pause. It is stop. It is appreciate. And there is a blessing in the every moment and the every day. If you guys know my story, you know I was fully disabled, being taken care of all the time. And I remember first washing my own dish and being, wow, I'm so appreciative I can wash my own dish. I'm so grateful I can clean my own house. I'm so grateful I can brush my own hair. I can brush my own teeth. There is something to be grateful for even on your worst days. If you're nonverbal, or if you have a chronic condition that's holding you back from experiencing life, and I'm using air quotes because these are just all confines of our own creation inside of ourselves. Be appreciative for the breath that is coming through surging through your body, because that is the gift of the universe saying, I love you. Here is this breath, because without that very next breath, you are dead, my friend. So recognize that your heart does not ask you for any favors because it's beating. It is continuously giving. So retreat into that heart space and recognize all the blessings around you that are here in this now moment. Take a step back and relax and allow the universe to fill your cup and refuel your fire. Okay. And it's not going to happen when you're busy. It's not going to happen when you're scrolling. It's not going to happen when you're arguing and you're tense. And healing doesn't happen that way either. We have to come back to our roots, which is our essence, which is our inner world, and be there and sit there and honor that it exists, and honor your human vessel that you adorn with crowns and jewels. This is the exterior of your temple, but you must go in and dust out the cobwebs. How you can grow. Wait, that was grow. No, grow, let go. This is let go. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So I feel like here we have this Aries energy. This is about action oriented. Aries are very analytical. They can be a little bit selfish because they're the me sign. But you know what? Spiritual selfishness is needed when we have a goal and a destination in mind, okay? Spiritual selfishness is needed when we have to take time out of our day and retreat in ourselves and not put this other thing ahead of it, not put this email or this phone call ahead of it. We need that spiritual selfishness to expand ourselves. It is not a bad thing. It is a needed thing that our soul requires to expand. And recognize that we're right here in this card, we have the full moon energy. Moon is the things that are unseen behind the veil, but it also represents our fears. So make sure that you are releasing the fears of your power, releasing the fears of your greatness, and just step into it and just see where it takes you. Let the dash of life take you down the road, because this is where things happen. It's the things that we don't plan. It's the spontaneous things from spirit. This is where life is created. But you have to first take the next step and be like the ram. When we become like the ram, spiritual mastery ensues, because we allow what is to come to come. Like Nietzsche says, amor fati, love for fate. What is to happen will happen. What do your animal guides have to tell you this week? Let's see. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. So recognize that universe is giving you messages in your dreams because this is our place of least resistance for a lot of us. And your visions, what you see, what is being repeated in your life, the patterns and synchronicities. You can call in lizard energy before you go to bed. Say totem animal lizard. Please be with me so that I can understand my dreams and remember my dreams as well. And they will assist you. Your angel message for the week: an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. This card speaks for itself. It's the ace of fire, the ace of beginnings. It is promises, it is new passions, a journey, an adventure. You are the creator and the writer of your own life. So to this, I say, step up. It's your time to shine. All you have to do, you don't have to be worthy. You just have to be willing to take the first step. And let's see what the angel blessing is. Angel Michael blessing the collective with courage. I love this. And Angel Ariel blessing the collective with spirituality. Recognize that the angels are here all the time to serve and uplift you and assist you, but they respect your free will, so you have to invite them into your field. So make sure you are claiming it. Claim it now in the comment section below. Okay, Dano, how are you feeling about this collective message?
I love it. And, there's a reason that these cards came about. So please understand, whatever you're going through right now, you really need to be fully present and fully aware, because this might be the sign that you were asking for. It may not come in the way that you predetermined or the one that you already thought of, but this is why you're here right now. And just please be aware that this might be for you. And I just love it. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so happy and so grateful just to sit here in the background. Like, you're right here and I'm looking at myself on the screen. I'm just so happy and so grateful. Seriously, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me.
Thank you, friend. We're going to take your camera off and pop you into the double camera, because I know his secondary camera is going to be dying any second now.
We got 8%.
All right. But so thank you guys for that. Claim your blessings there in the... Oh, wait. Lori went to a 15. Woohoo! Jenna is claiming it. Lori is claiming it. And Jenna says, this is why I feel like I need to take a step back. And just so you guys know, anytime you hear something that gives you the chills or speaks to your soul, truth is truth, and honor that. So we're going to be bringing up our winner today. And if you want to be the winner for next week, make sure you share. Sharing is caring, is sharing the blessing. You don't even know who might need to hear Daniel's story today. So this is just something that we do out of our heart, out of compassion, supporting one another. We're going to bring Lori back up here, who is our winner, and give her her message for her. Hey, Lori, welcome back.
Thank you.
And so I'm going to give you 3 cards, what you need to know, how you can grow, and what you need to let go of. All right?
Okay.
All right.
I can move over.
All right, move over, friend. Okay, Lori, let's see what we have for you. All right, we have 3 cards flying out everywhere for you. Let's see. Woo. Lori, tell me a number: 1, 2, 3, or 4.
4.
Okay. Your card is harmony, bridges, joy. So it's saying here, harmony, bridges, and joy, which is interesting because this is cyclical. Harmony is cyclical. Sometimes we're out of balance. And this is saying there's bridges being created to your harmony. The number 1 in numerology is the active number. So this is telling me that there's an activation happening inside of you in this moment. And that's what you need to know. Maintain your harmony by maintaining a clear headspace, positive perspective, and staying in a state of peace. You are being blessed by Saint Michael, the Archangel, with confidence. Confidence to keep routine, confidence to keep discipline, confidence to understand your path and speak your path and not deter from the path, okay? I really want to say that to you. It's very important for you to be you, because there's no one else like you. And if we needed someone else, there they would be. But we need a Lori. And this is why this confidence card is coming up today. What do you need to let go of, my beautiful? Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So what I want to say to that is, don't speak lack into your life. I don't see it coming. When is it coming? It's not enough. I just have this. I just have that. Recognize that this word just will cut you off at the kneecaps and it belittles everything you're trying to manifest. Because even with a little bit of oil, 8 days of oil, 8 days of fire were created. So make sure that you recognize your blessing. And you see this little tiny moon right here is basically showing that it's in the making. The little sliver of the moon is the new moon in transit. So it's still some time before it becomes a full moon, fully manifested, but you're on your way there. So make sure that you speak expectantly. Thank you, universe, for my blessings. Thank you, universe, for my prosperity that's already on its way to me. I know that it's for me and no one can take that away. Let's see what your animal is, Lori. Possum, having a backup plan. So maybe you're mixing two things together. Maybe what's happening right now is your backup plan. It's what's going to lead you and move you forward. But what I want to say about the possum too, it gets so scared that it freezes. Okay. So I feel like to hear, I say, sit in your stillness, stop, freeze, and reflect, and make sure you know what direction you want to go into, and then commit fully with confidence because the universe and the angels are blessing you with that. Listen to your intuition, have patience. Just like that moon card, your hard work is paying off. It says, consider carefully what you want before acting. Listen, they're just repeating what I'm saying now. Stop it, universe. So they're basically saying you got to be the possum and you are the high priestess. Tap into your inner knowing because in that stillness, you will find it. If you don't know the answer right now, I promise you, you will be discovering it. Angel Celestina blessing you with prosperity. What, bruh? What am I even talking for? I could just show cards here. Angel Celestina blessing you with support. Listen, I'm not making this up, guys. This is what's flowing through this channel right now. Lori, you have a great, abundant, prosperous future on the way to you. Be patient and speak expectantly, and I hope that this serves you. I am ready and willing to hear your comments, thoughts, and anything you have to say.
Thank you so much. It's definitely what I needed to hear today. Because it's like I've had issues, but I'm just saying, I want something to happen, but it's like it's not an accident. It will come when it's time, not when I want it. When it's time to come, when time to come. Not thinking about being selfish or nothing like that. When it comes, it comes. I have to just do what goes with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I just got to be patient.
Yes. And going with the flow and being in a state of surrender is what's going to bring you the quickest outcome, is letting it go. Once we ask for it, we have to give it to the universe and just let it go. It's like we pray for something, and I'm gonna liken this analogy to lawyers. The universe and the angels are your lawyers. You can't just be like, is the meeting done yet? Is the meeting done yet? Can I come in? No, let the lawyers debate, argue on your behalf. Let them make the contract. Let them write it out. Let them get you the best percentage and the highest recoup of whatever is coming your way, and don't interrupt them. When we pray for something or we ask for something and we ask for it again, it's like telling the lawyer, I paid you all this money, but I know you ain't nothing. Okay, you're not giving the belief to your lawyers, to your team, to your support, to your guides. Surrender it and then expect them, because they were hired by you. You scripted them into your universe, and let them do their jobs. And you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the outcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lori, for being here and for always sharing. Lori shares all the time. Make sure you guys are sharing at home because you can be Lori next week. Thank you, Lori, my heart. And I'll see you next time.
Love you guys. Nice meeting you, Dano. Bye.
She said, nice meeting you, Dano.
Oh, yeah. I can't really hear.
No worries. I got you.
Cool.
Okay. So thank you, everybody, for being here. You guys know how to get a hold of Dano. Dano, is there a message for the collective that you would like to state? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the zoom in.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And it just hit me. It went away. So I got it. It went away. I got it. It went away. And now it's here permanently. So what I want everybody to understand is this. A little bit ago, I would say around 2 years ago, I used to do everything just so aimlessly. And I was just a wandering spirit. I didn't really have any direction. I was going to work. I was going to the gym. And everything was just without purpose. So it was when I started to make the decisions that I heard something calling me. So I stopped going to school a few years ago, just because I absolutely hated it. And once I made that decision, everything flew into my life to what I have now. So what I'm saying is this: if you're doing everything, without aim and without purpose, reach out to something that will give you direction in that purpose. For me, I can tell you specifically is when I found out about the law of attraction. And that gave me purpose, that gave me life, and that gave me something that I can focus my energy and my talents on to really build my dreams and to do everything that I want to do. So if you're feeling at a place where you just don't know what to do, reach out to a higher power, the universe, and they'll give you things that you need to see, and it's up to you to really accept them. So that's for me today.
That's the truth. We're gonna hit the bell on that one. This we took from Lauren's show.
Oh God, yeah, you didn't hear about that.
And this is the bell truth. Every time you hear it, an angel gets its wings. Let's see. Lori says, I go to college, and thank you so much for confirming that. Wow, thank you. And Jenna's giving you some excited face emoji and heart emoji. It's the moment that we actually choose where our arrow is gonna land that we begin to focus on the intention and the goal. Okay, so you don't have to know where you're going, as long as you know you're on your way and what you feel is in your heart. And I promise you, if it comes from a place of joy, it will flourish. The moment that you start hating it, you need to change directions and find your joy again. When you stop being challenged, find your joy again and again and again and again, because that is where your truest alignment is. You're here to live in joy and to be happy and to fulfill your soul's calling, which is happiness. We look at these ascended masters or these prophets and we think that they're so serious because they're spiritual. They're full of joy. They're happy. They're loving. They make jokes. They play around. So find your joy. Thank you, everybody, for being here and for creating a divine experience with us today. Thank you, Dano, for driving all the way from Jersey to Philly to do this and creating a divine experience with us today. I hope that this filled your well today. And please reach out to me if there's anything that I can do for any of you. But most importantly, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, may you all go in love, light, and wisdom to know thyself, love thyself, and remember the divine always has your back. Ciao.